Chest angles, do they matter? Of course they matter. Like, I don't even know why that's even a question, to be honest. Your angles in which you press 100% matter, but it all comes down to individual mechanics as well. Now, I'm not just saying that to be, oh, smart. There's a few things, right? People's rib cages do matter. Now, depending when you lie back, if your rib cage is actually higher on your body, it will actually determine how much flare you get. Now, obviously it can come down to setup as well, right? So if you're lying back and you're maybe not getting as much chest involvement on, say, maybe a lower incline, you can raise it higher. But what you can look at is, this is why videoing your stuff is so important as well, is because when you look back, you can actually see how much rib flare someone has. And it's also down to just how the way their setup is. If they have a very large arch, that rib flare is going to increase. It's why you see a lot of powerlifters do it, because it decreases the range of motion, which in turn helps them lift more. That's effectively why. But some people naturally just have it higher than some others, and that's just the way it goes. If you're doing a Smith press, doesn't need to be a Smith press, that is, but if you're doing an incline press, the higher the angle, the more the shoulders are going to get involved. That's basically all that's going to happen, right? But lower the angle, the more the chest comes involved. So the more horizontal you are, the more chest involvement. The shoulders still are involved to some degree, but the higher up you go, the more it becomes more shoulder dominant to some degree. But for some people, now emphasis on some, the angle in which between 30 and 45 can vary very drastically, depending on how much rib flare they get. So if they're lying back and their ribs are quite flared, it effectively reduces it. That is effectively reducing the angle in which it becomes an incline. So for me personally, I have quite a lot of rib flare, so I actually have to raise my bench quite a bit, and that's even with me just generally being flat. Like if I even just lie back now, it is genuinely my ribs flare up quite a bit without me even doing anything. It's just because the weight presses in. So I have to set up to 45 to get the same level of stimulus that someone might get at 30 degrees. So if you're not feeling it in the direct target muscle at an incline, play about with it, watch it back, have a wee look, because these things genuinely do matter, especially for the output you want on the target muscle itself.